Hey, hey. I'm sitting on the ground right now. I'm sitting on the floor next to my kitchen. You might wonder why. Why are you doing that? Well, I can tell you that. Because I just wanted to have a little moment and I wanted to talk to you face to face. I just spent my morning editing some TikToks and also a YouTube video. Now, it is the afternoon and there are some things that I wanted to do. This was a bit impulsive, but I thought there are still some minor details that we need to do in the house. I need to fix something. I need to fix a little bit of the painting that got on the wall. So we have the paint of the wall that we used over here. I need to fix some things where the paint of the stairs got to the wall, if you understand what I'm trying to say right here. What I also want to do is fix a little bit of paint that is on the stairs, because I made a little bit of an oopsie when I painted the stairs, and there's now a very visible line where you can see the first time where I painted and then the day after where I painted. So you can really clearly see that I did it in two phases. And I thought if everything dries, then we can just, everything will blend in perfectly with each other. But apparently that is not the case. So right now we need to kind of see if we can blend that out, because otherwise you will keep seeing that very clear difference between the two phases. I just want to get started, and I also might do some sawing in the garden, because last weekend my boyfriend actually taught me how to use one of the electric saws. I was scared to death. Those things, heavy machinery, it's dangerous, but I think I am qualified enough to make it work, because there's actually something that I want to build, and in order for me to build that, I will need to do some sawing. So now we're on the floor. I guess that's just how life can go. Sometimes you have a plan, and then sometimes you just end up sitting on the floor thinking about the plan. Is there anything else that I want to tell you before we start? I went to Dordrecht yesterday, by the way. Maybe a little recap, a small recap of my day yesterday. So it was very fun. I had nothing planned. All I did was buy some food and a coffee, and I went to the park, sat down, and then I just walked around the city. And my biggest goal with these micro city trips is really to expand my mental map of the country that I live in. And I feel like just walking around just helps with doing that. And maybe in another time, maybe in another phase of my life, or I will actually go like actively shopping in these places, but I feel like it's quite hard for me to combine that all in one day. So just exploring a city by walking around is a perfect way to spend your time, and I actually had a lot of fun yesterday. The city was really beautiful. I did feel like there was an older part of the city and then a newer part of the city, and the newer part of the city was sometimes felt a bit cold, but then the older part of the city was so pretty with the beautiful houses around the water. There was a lot of water. Places with a lot of water are also always, I feel like that's already a plus, you know? So I definitely enjoyed myself. I got home yesterday, then I went to play some chess with a friend. So we went into town, grabbed a drink, and then pulled the chessboard out. I did not win. So big shout out to Pleun. She won from me again. I never got the opportunity to really win from her in real life. On chess.com, I was able to win a couple of times, maybe 2 times max. But no, she's still the undefeated champion in real life. So I really hope at some point I can destroy her in real life chess. I don't know if more people recognize this, that play chess online and also play chess in real life. But if you play chess online, it feels like a completely different game. So if you are then all of a sudden sitting in front of a board, it just feels completely different because it's all 3D and you can't see the patterns anymore in a way. I don't know if more people recognize this, but I really felt like I really needed to hang above the board to have the same experience, but that's not something that looks very normal. So, okay, let's just get started, right? Because otherwise we can sit here all day. Bye. So here's the floor. I don't know if you can see it, but do you see there the stripe? You see like a very clear square in the middle, because when I painted, the first time I painted the inner circle. Here you can see it as well. Yeah, you need to look clearly, but in real life you can see it very well. So the first time I painted, I did the inside of the stairs and then like the inner circle, and after that the outer circle, and I taped this. And that is actually where it all went south, because that is very clearly visible. So what I'm just going to try to do, I'm just going to put a little bit of paint in the middle, and I'm going to try if I can, kind of blend it, see if that works. Okay, now I've got my other paint. I think that my plan worked, but we will need to see how it dries. I just did it with a brush, and I think I'm just going to use the same brush for the other one. And that's going to be to get the darker paint off of the walls that have the limestone underneath. So trying to fix that. Whoa, I look like a mess, sorry. I'm very happy with the results. I don't know if you can really see it. So there were purple stains all around this side of the stairs. And they are gone now, and it's not perfect yet. I don't think I will ever be able to do this perfectly, but at least that is now clean and we don't have like big purple stains on the wall anymore. And the floor here in the middle is actually also looking quite promising, although I still see the stripe there. So maybe I need to go over it one more time after this has dried, but we will see how it dries. Maybe it dries and then it kind of fades, who knows. And whilst everything is drying, etc., etc., I'm preparing myself some lunch. There were still some noodles left from last night's dinner, so that means noodles for lunch. Yeah! And this is going to be the second part of the afternoon, what I am going to have to use to do my second little project. This is a little bit more exciting, but also in a nerve-wracking way for me, because I've never done something like this before, but we've got some very good wood, so at least we have a good start. I need to go and saw these into the right size, and then I need to put them together with a drill. Okay, change of plans. It's unbearable outside with the heat, so I'm gonna save all the sawing for another day when the temperature is a little bit more better to bear. And I'm just gonna clean everything up right now. Maybe just chill outside for a little bit, because maybe we can catch a tan whilst we're at it. It is hot outside. I just took a little while to chill outside. I had a little magazine with me, reading some articles, relaxed, and then I thought, ooh, there's still some laundry that I need to fold, and there's another set of laundry that is now in the machine, so I need to create some space to put that, in the right place, if you know what I mean. So I just thought, let's get inside, do some vacuuming as well whilst we're at it, and yeah.